Yeah. So the Leafs lose. All right. All right. So this video is going to be about 2 days ago. This is what happened. I had a crazy dream. Can't remember it. I was going to make a video of it, but I was too messed up. I didn't even make a video of it. And anyway, it was about my innocence leaving this spring. I went through a whole bunch of stuff, man. It was crazy. I can't remember any of it. But that morning, 2 days ago, I woke up and the big man, the head honcho Christ of that says big things, not the one I'm dealing with on day to day, but the bigger one, way up high. I woke up and he goes, and it's like the voice, okay? He goes, Richard, stay still and listen. And then he started going off. And I lay there for about 20 minutes listening to him talk about me. It was crazy. And this is what he said. Now, I caught a lot. I didn't catch a lot, that's sorry. I had the microphone in my hand, but he just kept going, and I just said words into the microphone that I knew he said. This one just popped in my head, so I'm going to say it now. He said that I'll live through the next problem with, he said the next big thing, either in the United States or Canada or both, is the government's going to collapse and there's going to be chaos. Now, I don't know if I'm thinking government, economic stuff. The economy collapses, the government collapses, but he goes that I'll live through it. I'll get through it. So that was good. Then he went on to the last 7 years since I got here. The day my skins got ripped open and I was exposed to the spirit world, everything I did through that period. He goes, they actually, the scientists that worked on me, the doctors and everything, they actually had to make new words in the nomenclature of, then I wrote down nomenclature so I could look it up later. He goes, they actually had to make new words in the medical field for what I went through and how I healed and how they healed me. And he goes, they got a whole list of new words for new ways to heal people because they worked on me. And they got new fields research and stuff. So they did 7 years, man. These guys have been working on me, trying to heal my skins. Me talking to them, my innocence talking to them, trying to close up my thorough skins so I could get back into the real world, right? And they actually made up new words, new medical stuff. And he said, in the nomenclature. So I looked that up, and there's something, I Googled nomenclature because I didn't know what it meant. And it's new words in the medical field or new words in the field of research, the sciences, and stuff like that. I was like, holy shit. I don't know. I never even heard of nomenclature. I don't think I have. So I looked it up, and it's exactly what he was talking about. So there you go. He also said that if I can find a way, I have to go and get NXEO radiation, and that'll help. I got something wrong with me within my cells, he said, and I got these little red dots. It's not a disease, it's like genetic or something. And he goes, this NXEO radiation will help. And he said to do it 4 times, and then, four blasts, and then wait. And he gave me the whole details, but I can't remember it, right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, he said it'll fix that up. And he went into stuff I didn't even know, man. He went into, I'm allowed to go. He said it. The big man said it. He set the rules for me. And he said, I can go anywhere in Christianity I want. Any field of research, anything. Anywhere. Christendom, no problem, I go in there. I can go up to where I can go to the 14th level, above all the astral planes, up into the light, 14th into the light. That's about as high as I got out of the 7 years. And I talked to the guy. I actually took lessons up there. I haven't been back there since. So. And he said I can go anywhere in Christianity I want. And anywhere in the zero I want. Zero space, outside Christianity. And that's cool. So I was happy about that. Because before we had to ask to Christ, and then I had to get confirmation, and I had to go through all his red tape stuff and blah 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 just to get into this part of Christianity. And he said, I'm allowed to go anywhere I want. He went on and he started talking about the mysteries. He goes, there's untold, no, not untold. He goes, there are there's so many, he said, I don't know, I'm going to say it in my words. He said, there's so many mysteries in the universe that humanity has just begun. They haven't even started. So I want to go to I'm always bitching about going to the cosmic convergence up in the up higher, like in the 8th and 9th levels, right? Where I went before and saw that. I always wanted to go back to that and learn that, but they got me down here in the 4th and I can't really go anywhere. So he said, he goes, your thing with the exit, he goes, no, not the extraterrestrials, he goes, the portholes and stuff, you've already seen it, you've already done it. He goes, there's so much more that you can go and experience and explore in the universe. We as human race hasn't even begun. Christ hasn't even begun to explore the mysteries of the universe and the cosmos, he said. That's what he said. He goes, Christ hasn't even begun to explore. They have the cosmic convergence. Oh man. Guys, it's just starting. So get on it, man. Anyway, and he said with my ETs, he gave me full reign to explore. He goes, I want you to explore your ET past lives and your ET connections. And I want you, he goes, I want you to explore your ET, your relationship with the extraterrestrials, your family. He goes, I want you to, your extraterrestrial family. And he goes, I want you to explore further with your extraterrestrial family. So that means no more bullshit from all the Christs that I'm hooking up to evil aliens. I got it from the tip top dude that I'm allowed to go and explore. So, like I told you, my guys follow the rules. The natural, what's that called? I don't know. I had such a big day today, you wouldn't even believe it. So he went on to say that. He went on to say it to explore my ET family. And I'm gonna. He said I'll survive the economy collapse or the government collapsing. And so that's good. He said, he gave me the medical part. There's one more. He said I got a tear in my left lung. This lung here, right here. Actually, I actually feel it. He said that. And he goes, it ain't healing because you're smoking. And he goes, quit fucking smoking. I'm like, yeah, all right. I plan on it, right? I do, I plan on it. Anyway. And he said, other than that, I'm healthy. Well, I'm not healthy. I got to do a lot of exercise. I'm still trying to buy a bike. I mean, I got almost all the money for a brand new bike. And, a couple months I'll have it. So, still saving. And, so he said that. He said I'm protected with Christ. So whatever happens to me out there and getting shanked like I did, today, actually. It's like 11 o'clock at night. Stuff like that. I'm protected. I got all the stuff. And he said a lot more, but those are a couple of things I got. So the NXEO radiation, or NOEX radiation, I think it's NXEO. I Googled it and it does exist. But I think it's for people that have cancer or internal problems. They stick you in there and they give you this NXEO radiation so they can see your innards and find out what the problem is, right? So I think that's what they're saying. And then I looked up what nomenclature meant, and it was exactly what he said. New words for their medical. They actually had to make new words for the medical research they were doing on me, and they found new procedures and new ways of healing people because they were doing research on me, and all this stuff is now applied to all the people that, commit suicide but live and all their skins are blown. They're going insane. They hear the voices. They're talking to Jesus, right? Just go to the mental ward. Basically, he said he wants me, because Christ was giving me, it was a little psyop Christ was doing to me. He was exposing me to the whole Christendom. Okay, the day before this, I had two experiences where I woke up. I woke up the first time, and I saw, I woke up, Christ is standing beside me, and I saw St. Lucian where I was. My wife, my kids, people walking down the streets, everything. And Christ was going, well, you can stay here, but you can stay here. I'm like, what are you talking about, right? And I go, I want to get back. I want to leave. I don't want to see this. I love it. It's great, but it's not time for me yet, right? And so then he goes, all right, I'll put you back. So he puts his hand on top of my head, and then he starts squishing down on my head like that. And this cone from my inner light coming out around me starts closing up, and I can see the cone around me like this going, and I went like that, and it went down right in me, and I was right back into my vision of the astral plane was now back into the illusion, the physical illusion, okay, this world, and I wasn't seeing spiritually anymore. And I go, how did you do that? And I could still talk to him, but I couldn't see anything now, and I could barely hear him. I go, how do you do that? And he goes, are you kidding me? I'm Jesus Christ. I'm like, oh, I've forgotten. So anyway, I go to sleep. I wake up the next day. And this is the day of the kites. I got some kites for the kids, and then Christ made a bunch of kites for the kids. They were out there flying them. I woke up from a nap. I woke up, and here I am. I'm sitting here. I'm standing. Christ is sitting there playing the piano in a church. I'm in a church, and there's big bay windows. The kids are over here playing in the chairs and stuff. There's a piano off, and there's the stage here, and all the pews over here, and there's big giant windows on the side of the church. And I'm looking at the windows, and there's like cornfields or fields, and there's trees and fields, and the sun was going down. And I go, wow. And he goes, yep, how you like my church? And I'm like, that's great, man. This is really nice. And he's playing the piano. I'm going, dude, what are you playing the piano for? I got a bass guitar right sitting over there. And he goes, oh yeah, I use it. He goes, by the way, I'm also driving your car. I'm like, what? He told me it was parked at my house. And he goes, no, I'm using it. He goes, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Oh my God, that's a nice car, isn't it? He's like, yeah, it's nice. So Christ is driving my Nova SS around. The one I brought back. Well, he helped me bring it back, so whatever. So I thought that was cool. He's driving my damn car. Oh, that's funny. And so anyway, we're talking like that. I'm looking out the window at the sky, and the sunset. Sun was setting. And I go, what am I here for again? He goes, well, I want you to see what it's like before you leave. I go, what do you mean before I leave? He goes, well, you got two options. You can go back to the illusion and never see us or anything in St. Illusion again, except when you're in your dreams. Or you can stay here like this. I go, there's no way. I'm like, it's too noisy. I go insane. I can't. And he goes, well, when your innocence leaves, it might change where you won't hear anything. I go, well, I'm like, okay. So I'm up in the air about it, right? When my innocence leaves, we'll see what happens, and I'll tell you what I want to do. And he's like, that's good. And I go, well, now can you get me back? Because this is freaking me the hell right out. And I'm wide awake, laying in bed. I'm looking. Christ is playing the piano. Kids are running around screaming. And he goes, okay, hold on. So he gets up on the chair, puts his hand on my head, and squishes me down. And he goes, I'm putting you down real good until your innocence leaves. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know what that meant. Pushing me back in. And all of a sudden, the cone coming from my inner light goes right around like that, and it goes into me. All of a sudden, everything just goes black. It's like as the cone goes up, I don't see Christ out there. I don't see the church anymore. The cone goes up, and then he squeezes me down, and he goes, now let go, let go, let go. And so I let go, and all of a sudden, a box came around my head. A box. I could see it like a box, a square. And I could see it. And then he pushed it down. He goes, you see the box yet? And he goes, yep. I go, yeah, it's freaking me out. And he goes, yep, that's where you're going to be, in a box. And I'm like, do it, do it, do it. So he put me down. I go, I'll let you know if I want to come back and hang out. And he goes, okay. And the box went, and my head went real tight. All the skins were tightening up. And the box went right into my head like that. And I'm like, and then all the voices went away. I'm in total blackness in this tight little box in my mind. And I'm like, the box, Earth is a box. This whole fucking reality is a box. The physical reality is a box. And I'm in the box again. And he's like, you're getting it, aren't you? And I'm like, and he goes, see how close to death you are? And I'm like, well, and he goes, not death. He goes, see how close to being here you are? He goes, it's just a thought away, like that. He goes, you will yourself out of the body and you'll be right here with me. And you'll be dead in your world. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, dude, you're freaking me out. Take care of my car. So I got my shit together. I got it all together. And I started waking up, got coffee, started doing things because I didn't want to go back to Jesus' world. Not yet. I got things to do here, a lot of stuff to do here. So anyway, the next day, the big man talked to me, told me all the good stuff, which, by the way, I'll get this out real fast. All the stuff, Christ got it all. Everything, the whole speech he told me, everything in it. I go, Christ. He goes, I already got it. He goes, I got it all, and I'll give it to you at night when you wake up in dreams and stuff. All your alien stuff, everything. And I'm like, cool. So, and there was a lot. So I got all that to look forward to make videos for you guys. All my stuff. It's my experiences. This is what, you know. Then he goes, so the next day, today, I have that this morning where I get stabbed. I wake up from the dream, I get stabbed. Then, I'm awake for about an hour or two, and I'm totally exhausted. I go lay down. Everybody's screaming in my head. My innocence is leaving. He's starting to leave. Now, my innocence is another being, okay? And it came to communicate with Christ and my soul. So he's like a communicator between Christ and my soul. And he was birthed when that Archon attacked me. Mom came down, killed the Archon, got me set up with Christ. My innocence got a voice. He said he was in there for 17 years. And I'm like, no, you're in there for 7 or less, 5. And he goes, no, time is different. So he goes, I was in there for 17 years. I'm like, all right, whatever, time stuff. And so he goes, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm starting to go. And he goes, so I'm laying there. And yeah, all right, I'll admit I was crying. He's leaving. He's been my buddy for 17 years. Saved my life countless times. Got Christ every time I needed him to come help me through everything. I'm laying there crying like my dog died. Oh, it was bad, man. It was bad. So I laid there. Then he's going, let me go, let me go. So I had to let him go, which was really hard. So I let him go. I did everything I can to relax and let him go. And he came out and he went right out of me. And he looks like a tadpole. He looks like a tadpole. Like literally a tadpole. Not with legs, but just a tadpole. That's what he looked like. And he went out and he he was flying everywhere, he was screaming. All the kids were chasing him. My kids were freaking out. My wife was freaking out. Jesus is running around going nuts, and there's a whole bunch of Jesuses. Everybody, I guess the newspapers were there, and this little guy's flying around. So anyway, I'm laying there crying because I'm sad he left. And all of a sudden, by the time he got out of me, I felt like a hot porridge, and I just went. The energy just left, and I just sunk into the bed, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't even move. And then I slept from like 2 o'clock. No, I slept from 11 to 5. And I just laid there in and out of consciousness. But the whole time I was watching my Innocence run around. And at one point I told him, I go, put on a Leaf shirt, bro. Put on a Leaf shirt. This way he put on this little tiny Leaf shirt. He was flying everywhere, man. You wouldn't believe it. He wouldn't stop. I fell asleep, and before I woke up, my brother was calling me, telling me Facebook's offline because of the planes all got grounded, and he thinks there's some kind of conspiracy with it. And I'm like, I totally agree with him. So anyway, yeah, they're up to something. As I was waking up, and Grace was worried because I wouldn't get up. I had no energy, man. I was just deflated, like totally. I couldn't even blink. And my Innocence came back after like 8 hours of playing and flying around. He came back, I woke up, and he was praying over top of me. That was so cute. He's like, oh, Rich, you gotta get up, Rich, you gotta get up, you gotta get better. He's praying over top of me. And I'm like, I'm alright, buddy. I'm like crying. And so I get up and I'm talking to my brother, and he took off, and I don't know what's going on now. But I feel a lot better since I slept 8 hours. No, I slept like 20. I slept a lot. But, so my Innocence is gone. Now, I feel better, but I was totally deflated all day. My Innocence left. The voices, they're still there. I gotta let them go. But my soul is starting to talk now, but not like he did. Like my soul can give expressions. When I get built up, he goes, ah, and yells it. It's like that. Something like that. And he's talking to Christ. And he's talking to Christ will come into me and give him power to talk, and they can communicate really good. So I'm doing that, but I don't want the voices to come back. And the voices come when Christ's in me, of my wife and the kids. And I'm still connecting with my Innocence. Christ says I'll be connecting with my Innocence off and on for like years yet, because I spent. And I go, Grace goes, never thought you'd have that experience. And I go, what? He goes, giving birth. And I go, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, I never thought I'd give birth either. I go, I gave birth to a little Maple Leafs fan. He's got his old Maple Leaf shirt on. He's all like, and then anyway, he went up there and saw Grandma came down here, and other relatives, other people, the newspaper, other Christs, everybody. At one point I looked up, he was flying around, and there were like crowds of people in this church standing around looking at me. Like crowds, man. The place was packed, and they're all relatives and friends and everybody who worked on me and my Innocence. for the past 7 years. They were all there praying and stuff, and I'm laying there all blowing my eyes out. So anyway, quite a day. Then we lost the hockey game. I'm up for a while. That's why it's like midnight now and I'm making this video, because I can't sleep because I slept all day. Like, I made 2 videos at 3:30 this morning, but after I got done the videos, I went to bed, got up, ate lunch, went back to bed. Then my Innocence left. I laid there the rest of the day. I had no energy, man. I felt like a piece of bologna. Like, you know, a slice of bologna? Just laying there, flat. And like, I felt like I shrunk down to like a slab of hot bologna. I don't know. It's like my soul went. And now I gotta figure out how to, because all the connections were to him. My wife's connections, kids' connections, Christ connections, Christ friends' connections are all going to him to talk before. Now, he's not there. The connections are going other places in me. And I lay there in bed and I'm figuring out, okay, we'll feel the connections. And feel the connections. And then I let them go. And I get rid of the connections. All communication stops. I go quiet. And so, Christ said, the big Christ in his speech to me, he goes, the thing for you to do is to go back to the illusion and stay there. You can communicate with your loved ones in Christ when you fall asleep and you're dreaming. That's how you do it. And he goes, the best way for you is to go back to the illusion, which is reality in the box. Close up the cone, get in the box. You're in the body. Shut the fuck up and live your life. He said that. And about the mysteries of the universe, he said, don't worry about so much about time portals and timelines and everything. He goes, there's endless stuff. He goes, you can't even start to begin how many mysteries there are for you to go and experience. So go there. He goes, like, basically, don't worry about Bigfoot so much. There's a million mysteries right where I am sitting here that I could research. I don't know what they are, but I guess they're all around us. And he goes, it's endless, man. He goes, it's endless. So don't worry about one thing, you know, like the aliens, like the cosmic convergence, like Bigfoot, all the stuff I love to do. I want to do them. But he goes, there's everything around you. Everything's around you. Mysteries that Christ's consciousness hasn't even begun to touch or knows about. And I'm like, holy shit. And this Christ, he knows everything, right? He's like the big guy. Or one of them anyway. One of the big masters up there. Alright guys, you got 30 seconds. I'm going to wrap this up and start downloading it. I don't know when I'll get it on Facebook, because Facebook's not working right. We'll see what happens. I'll get it uploaded to YouTube anyway. Later.